All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to start, I'm going to show you the setup of your first campaign, or, kind of show you how to tweak some things in here. So you go into Google, you've logged in, you go in here and you click on campaigns. You may have some running, but we're going to just assume you don't. You click the plus symbol here and you're going to have the new campaign. Okay. Now, the cool part about this is that does give you, Google Ads does give you options that kind of help almost pre-build ads, with depending on what your goals are. Like if you have a sales goal, drive sales online, in-app, by phone, or in store. Okay, so and it shows you the examples down here. Search, display, or shopping are the campaign types that would work the best. Same with leads, website traffic, and so on. I typically just do one without a campaign goals guidance myself. I just like to control everything, and I've kind of narrowed it down to what seems to be working the best. So I just click on that and I get started. Now, once you've decided that you what kind of you want, there's 5 different types that you can do, ad types. You've got the search, which is basically and let me blow these up a little bit so you can see them. These are the ones where somebody goes to Google, types in a keyword, and based on that keyword they typed in, it populates, potentially an ad that might be related to what you just put in there. You've got display. Display are typically the image ads, or they are usually the image ads on there that show up on multiple networks, as well as other websites. You've got shopping, and then you got video right here, and then you've got the in-app one right here, universal app. Okay, now I typically only use search, display, and video. These are the 3 that I focus on. These really don't do them any good because I don't have an online store per se, like a Shopify or anything like that. But I love search, display, and video, and each one has its purpose. So in this one, I want to just show you the basics of a search ad. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to do a search ad. I want to show you what ad I'm going to do first, or what my goals are. So let me jump over here to a PowerPoint, blow it up. I get a book. I have a book named Network Marketing Made Easy that I wrote a few years ago. And what my goal is to drive traffic to this landing page so that people can go in and opt in. And really what I'm trying to do is far left. They're going to opt into my book. And so, they're giving me their email address so that I can deliver this book. I'm going to give them a thank you, deliver the book, but then I have some things that I run them through, an automated training funnel, some trainings and so on. And then basically they kick out on the right side with a decision. So that's really what the purpose is. I'm trying to automate the process of get them there, and then they go through the thing. Okay. So I know that works. I think I got a stat here somewhere on one of my things. You might have already seen this before, but with this specific thing, I have a 71% conversion rate on this specific ad that I run. Okay, this target right here. So literally 71% of the people that come to this landing page get in and they opt in, which allows me to go through and build a rapport with them. That's why I set up these really short videos and so on. Okay, so let's stay focused because we're not building funnels in this video. What we're doing is we're going to go to the search network. So the search network would be basically people that are searching based on keyword types, words, or phrases. Okay, so I click on search. I'm going to drive traffic for the website visits because that's what I want. I want people to just go into my website. Now I would go here to my book, which is this. I copy that. So we're going to pull that real quick and I paste it. So it's just like that. Boom. Okay, that's my goal. Now I click continue. Now the cool part is once you're in the campaign, it's going to ask you to name it. So I'm going to name it MLM book, just as a real simple thing. Now, you got a couple options here. You got search network. Okay, this kind of tells you exactly what it is. At any time you're confused or get stuck, you can always mouse over, and it'll give you exactly what these are. Right? Okay, but anyhow, on this one I only want search, so I'm going to take out the display network. So I just want search only. Okay, now. If you see these things too, more settings, typically I don't use a lot of these. There are in some cases I do, but right now I'm just going to show you this. Now let's talk about locations. When it comes to locations, what's really nice about Google, obviously, and pretty much any of the ad platforms, is you can be very specific in where you're targeting. If you were going worldwide, you could put all countries and territories and everywhere. You know, the what is it, 91% of the internet would see your ads if you spend enough money. Or you can go in here, be very specific, and dial it down to where you could actually put in your city, country, or state, even your zip code. You could do a radius of 50 miles of your zip code if you wanted to. Okay. I'm just going to leave this for our purposes right now at the United States. You can obviously change languages. You just click there and it'll give you all the different options and so on. But we're going to leave that in English. Okay, now audiences. I could add audiences to my campaign. Okay, and I'm going to show you what this means. Is when you click it, if you look at it, select audiences to add your campaign, it actually tells you. Okay, audiences groups people with specific interests, intents, and demographics as estimated by Google. You can do this. If you add these yourself during this, it will narrow narrow it down even more. Okay. My personal preference is I don't like to do audiences at the moment because I want to just do keywords in this campaign. Okay. But audiences is there for an option. Now, budget. Budget's real simple. Is I typically test and everything at $5 a day. Now the good news is Google does not spend all of your money if they don't get you results, which is awesome, as opposed to like Facebook and so on, where they'll burn through your cash. But let's say we're going to do $5 a day because that's fair. Okay. You have the option of conversions, or conversion value, or clicks, and so on. Typically, I leave it at conversions for kind of purposes that they're gonna do the best they can to convert people to get there. Okay. Now, because this is a text ad, there are some things here called site link extensions, and I think there's a picture, an image in here that'll show you. If you have like your website that you have other things on it, like you have a blog site, then you've got a blog tab, you've got a training tab, you've got a webinar tab, or whatever. You can actually add those to this, where it'll pull it up, and you can add that so it makes your thing stand out a little bit longer, okay, or stand out more in that. I'm going to skip these right here because I'm just going to go specifically to what we want to do. Okay. All right. So here's where the rubber meets the road. That was our campaign. What we just did right there was we selected our campaign settings. We've now come over to the setup the ad group. So our ad group is basically ad group 1, and you can change this if you want, or you can lead it. And I'm going to put in ad group 1 keywords. So this tells me that when I eventually have this ad up and I click on campaign, it's then going to pull up ad group 1, ad group 2, ad group 3 that might say keywords and so on, right? So that's kind of the specifics of that. Now, based on my web address right here, my MikeHealyTraining.com free book, Google automatically went there, and based on other traffic I've had there, or even the words that are on there, they pulled relevant automatic keywords for me. And you can see these. These are some suggestions that they might have on here that I can add. So what I would do is, let's say I go through here and maybe somebody typing in MLM leads would be interested in my MLM book. So I would just click the plus sign and it added it right here. Let's say I want business opportunity leads, which is kind of similar. I click that, it adds it over here. Network marketing leads, free lead generation, buy MLM leads, free MLM leads. And you can kind of see that it would do, you can kind of go through that. The other thing that you can do is, and I'm going to actually just show you real quick. I'm going to show you this on a different video probably. But if you click on tools, you go over here to keyword planner. And when you click that, you can actually go in and type in stuff, and it will pull all of the the keywords that happen to come up based on what those are, and give you examples. Okay. But let's say I just wanted to use some of these, and I go through and I find some more, or I add some more. Free network marketing leads, MLM leads, opportunity seeker leads. But you can get that, or you can click add all ideas, and you'll see that it loaded all those things. Now, the reason I wouldn't typically do that is, as an example, is free telemarketing leads. Well, not that one. Outside, some of these might not be relevant. I think I saw one was as a real estate lead or something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily just automatically click that. I might just go through one by one and see what I like. Okay. How to generate leads for your network marketing business. So it gave me more and more options, and they just continue to add every time you click purchase lead lists, and it adds every time you do that. Okay. Now, so that's the example. Now, the new ad group basically is I got to create the ad. So when I click on this, oh, I'm sorry, this was if you wanted to add it. If I right here when I had the campaign and then I could split the ad groups, I could create like 10 ad group an ad with 10 of the keywords in here. And then if I clicked on this, I could put another 10 in here. So now I've split those up. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. And then all you do is you click save and continue. So real simple. Now, this is now where we're going to do the creation of our ad. Okay. Real simple. Okay. It's basically, it's going to be good to go. So it automatically pulls this up. My final URL is going to be this. So I've made sure I still have that on my thing. I type that in here, boom. And this, you see, it actually automatically added that. So my first headline, you'll see where it types here. This is headline 1, this is headline 2. So it would be network marketing free book, or free network marketing book, however that might, add up. Okay. You can put another headline in there if you wanted, and so on. Then description would be something, maybe I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna pull that. Okay. And I go here and I type this in. Actually, I got too many numbers in there. Actually, the description, I'm sorry, I forgot, I was thinking of a different ad. The description might be get a free copy of my best selling book. Learn how to be a network marketing rock star. Boom. Okay. So real simple. Okay. Network marketing free book, or, network marketing training book, anything like that. So this was really simply, this is the text ad, and you can see the different previews on here, what it would actually look like on desktop and what it would look like on your mobile device. Okay. So if somebody typed it in, you've seen the ads that come up. This is exactly what it would look like. Then once I'm done with all that, I click done, and then I can click. And so this is an example of my one ad group with the keywords. So I've identified that, and I'm right here. So I can, if I wanted to, I could duplicate this immediately and then tweak it with some different text, or trash it. That's what the trash thing is. Or if I click save and continue, it's basically going to publish the ad. Oops, I added too many of these. My bad. Oops. Boom, boom. And we're published. Okay. Congratulations, campaign is ready, and I'm good to go. And like I said, I didn't set a goal, and that's really all it is. Now I can go to campaign, click continue to campaign, and I'm actually inside the campaign. So if I clicked on it, all campaigns, what I would have done is identified it, clicked on it, and this is where I would be. So I'm here at the MLM book. This is my ad group right here. And again, if I wanted to add a new ad group, I would just click on this, ad group 2, interest. Or actually, I'm sorry, let's say keywords again. But let's say this time I'm going to target a specific company. Let's say Amway. Okay. And then what I would do is I would go to tools, keyword planner, and basically anybody in Amway, I could put in Amway's keywords here that I got populated, click save and continue, and now I'm targeting people that type in specific words of Amway or Amway training or whatever, and it would pop up. So I click cancel, so I want to do that right there. And that is how you create your first search ad. So it's really, really simple. And then the cool part is you go here, keywords, you'll notice, watch this, this is kind of neat. If I click on keywords, it actually shows all of the keywords that I have identified. Now, what'll happen eventually is once this ad runs, what'll happen is it'll show me the amount of conversions, clicks, and I might see that all these are, more and more getting clicks. And you can actually, these little drop down arrows will allow you to pause a certain keyword or, delete it. If you click here, you would do that and you go up to edit and remove it, and it would permanently remove that from the entire campaign across the board. And then it'll update. You'll see a little blue line shoot across, and you're good to go. So that's the search ad. And I'm going to go into detail on some more. So just hang with me, because this is, I know sometimes it's like drinking out of a fire hose, but as I walk you through some of these, you'll see that it's real simple to set these up. And then I'll show you some things, some ideas on tweaking, testing, and so on. So I'll see you in the other videos.